Get your hands off me right now! What is wrong with you? Don't you ever touch her again!
Wait, I was just trying to help.
I never thought I'd be the guy scrolling through my wife's phone at RAM, heart pounding like a drum in a thunderstorm. Sarah and I had been married for 8 years, high school sweethearts turned power couple. She was the ambitious marketing exec at a flashy tech firm, and I ran my own cybersecurity consultancy from home. Life was good, or so I believed, until that office holiday party last Friday. She'd come home late, giggling about team bonding and how her coworker, Jake, the slick sales director with a reputation for charm, had accidentally brushed her arm during a group photo, but it wasn't just a brush. Her texts revealed more. Your touch lingers, she'd messaged him that night. His reply, can't wait to feel it again. My blood boiled. Emotional cheating. It cut deeper than any physical betrayal. They shared inside jokes, late-night confessions about work stress, dreams she'd never voiced to me. Jake was stealing pieces of her heart, one emoji at a time. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I hacked into the company's internal network, easy for someone like me. What I found sealed his fate. Jake wasn't just flirting. He was embezzling. Petty cash for lavish client. Dinners that were really dates with Sarah. Revenge brewed in my veins. That night, I set my plan in motion, anonymous tips ready to fly. By dawn, I'd mapped out every weak point in Jake's digital life. The embezzlement was sloppy fake invoices for client entertainment that matched dates of their secret lunches. I screenshot everything, anonymized my trail, and prepared a dossier. But revenge needed to be surgical, not just loud. Jake was arrogant. He bragged on internal Slack about closing deals and winning hearts. Sarah laughed at his messages with heart emojis that used to be only for me. Each one twisted the knife deeper. I created a burner email, mimicking the company's CFO, sent Jake a polite request for expense clarification, attaching one of his forged receipts. He panicked, replied instantly with excuses. I forwarded that thread along with the full evidence to the real CFO, HR, and the board. Then I tipped off 2 major clients Jake had been courting, hinting at financial irregularities. Sarah slept peacefully beside me while I worked. I watched her chest rise and fall, wondering how long she'd been confiding in him instead of me. Emotional affairs leave no marks, but they hollow you out. I wasn't destroying Jake for the money he stole. I was ending him for stealing her trust, her laughter, the parts of her I thought were forever mine. By morning, the first domino fell. Jake's calendar showed an urgent 9 a.m. meeting with senior leadership. Jake strutted into the office that morning, coffee in hand, oblivious to the storm I'd unleashed. From my home setup, I monitored the company's email traffic, perks of being a cybersecurity whiz. The CFO's response was swift. Jake, report to my office immediately. Bring all expense reports from the last 6 months. He tried to play it cool, firing off a quick text to Sarah. Rough morning ahead. Wish me luck, beautiful, she replied with a thumbs up and a kiss emoji. My stomach churned. How could she? Our marriage wasn't perfect. I worked long hours. She felt neglected, but this? Sharing vulnerabilities with him felt like a betrayal of our vows. As the meeting dragged on, I imagined his smug face crumbling. HR joined, then legal. By noon, security escorted him out, box of belongings in tow. Whispers spread like wildfire on the office chat. Embezzlement. And, with a coworker, Sarah called me in tears. Something happened to Jake. They're saying fraud. I feigned surprise, comforting her over the phone. It'll be okay, babe. Come home early. Inside, satisfaction bloomed. But this was just the appetizer. The real revenge? Making her see what she'd almost lost us, Sarah came home early, eyes red from crying in the office bathroom. She collapsed into my arms the moment the door closed. Jake's gone, she whispered. They fired him on the spot. Police are involved. Everyone's saying he stole thousands. I held her tightly, stroking her hair like I always did when she was upset. That's awful, babe. He seemed so trustworthy. The irony tasted sweet. She pulled away, pacing the kitchen. He wasn't like that with me. He listened, really listened. Work's been hell, and you've been buried in your contracts. Her words stung, but they were the opening I needed. That night, she drank too much wine. Mourning the loss of her friend, texts from Jake flooded her phone, desperate pleas. They framed me. Help me, Sarah. You're all I have. She didn't reply, but I saw the guilt in her eyes. I planted seeds of doubt anonymously, forwarding Jake's old flirty emails to his wife. By morning, his marriage was crumbling too. Sarah woke hungover, clinging to me. I'm glad I have you, she murmured. For the first time in months, she reached for my hand. The revenge was working. She was turning back to me. But I wasn't done yet. A week passed and Sarah was a ghost of herself, distant at dinner, staring at her phone as if waiting for a message that would never come. Jake's life had imploded. Job gone. Police investigation. Wife filing for divorce. Industry whispers blacklisted him. No firm would touch him now. One night, after too many glasses of red, she broke. I need to tell you something, she said, voice trembling. We sat on the couch, the same spot where we'd once planned our future. Tears streamed down her face as she confessed everything. The late-night texts, the emotional intimacy, how Jake made her feel seen when I'd been consumed by work. It never went physical, she swore, but I let it go too far. I'm so sorry. Rage and relief collided inside me. I held her as she sobbed, murmuring forgiveness. I wasn't sure I felt. We can fix this, I said, kissing her forehead. She clung to me desperately, promising to delete his number, to choose us. For the first time in months, we made love raw, reconnecting like the early days. I thought I'd won. My revenge had scared her straight, brought her back to me. But as she slept in my arms, I stared at the ceiling, wondering if forgiveness was just another layer of my plan. The next few weeks felt like a second honeymoon. Sarah deleted all traces of Jake, blocked him everywhere, even changed her number. She surprised me with date nights, cooked my favorite meals, and whispered, "I love you," like she meant it again. Therapy sessions became our ritual. She poured out her regrets, and I nodded, absorbing every apology like balm on an open wound. At work, she got promoted. Jake's old clients were reassigned to her, and she shone. "This is because of us fixing things," she said one evening, curled against me on the sofa. "Losing him showed me what really matters." I smiled, tracing circles on her back. My revenge had been flawless. He was ruined, blacklisted, scraping by with freelance gigs that paid pennies. His wife left him, took the kids. Rumors said he was drinking heavily. I felt powerful, almost godlike. I'd protected my marriage without her ever knowing the bullets she'd dodged. Forgiveness tasted like victory. We planned a weekend getaway to celebrate our new beginning. As I packed, Sarah hugged me from behind. "You're my everything," she said. For the first time in years, I believed we were unbreakable. But some secrets have a way of resurfacing. We returned from our weekend getaway tanned, laughing, and closer than ever. Sarah couldn't keep her hands off me in the airport, whispering how grateful she was that I'd forgiven her. I felt like the hero of my own story. That night, unpacking, I found a small envelope tucked in her suitcase pocket. Inside was a hotel keycard from a different city, dated the weekend Jake was fired. My heart stopped. I quietly checked our joint credit card statement online. There it was, a charge for that exact hotel. The night she'd told me she was working late with the team, I confronted her gently. She crumbled instantly. "It was only once," she sobbed. "After they fired him, he called me crying. I went to comfort him, and it just happened. I hated myself immediately. That's why I came clean about the emotional part to bury the physical." But then her tears stopped. She looked up, eyes cold. "You think I don't know it was you?" The anonymous tips. The perfect timing. "Jake figured it out. Your digital fingerprints were sloppy in one forward. He told me everything before that night." She smiled bitterly. "I slept with him one last time to punish you both. Then I came home and played the perfect wife, knowing you'd never leave. You didn't save our marriage. You just made me realize I'm better at revenge than you." She walked out with her suitcase that same night. I sat alone, realizing the career I ended wasn't Jake's. It was mine because now I had nothing left. The sharpest revenge doesn't cut your enemy. It just hands them the knife to stab you back harder. If you felt it, don't let it end here. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're pushing hard to reach 1K subscribers, and every single one of you makes it happen. More stories like this, heart-wrenching betrayals, ice-cold revenge, and twists that leave you speechless, are coming every week. Subscribe now. Let's cross that 1K subscriber together. You won't want to miss what's next.